This is the read-along for the blog post posted on October 1st, 2023. September, a month of surprises, changes, and opportunities in Canadian immigration. Hello, Dreamer. September was an exciting month for us in the Canadian Dreamers Club and for Canadian immigration in general. Now, if you're new to the club, welcome, and if you haven't joined us yet, we look forward to having you and helping you in the very near future. Here's what we're going to talk about. Everything you need to know about Canadian immigration all in one place. The key to making your Canadian dream a reality. Express entry rapid fire. Do you want to get your parents and grandparents into Canada? The gold mine on YouTube. Win an opportunity to join a coaching call for free. Bring the job list back, and looking ahead at October. Now let's get into it. Everything you need to know about Canadian immigration all in one place. Now on September 13th to 16th, we held the first ever free 4-day online Canadian Immigration Summit. We covered everything you need to know to get started or to take the next step on your Canadian immigration journey. No matter what stage of the journey you were at, there was something there for you. We covered topics related to studying in Canada, working in Canada, and living in Canada. We heard stories from over 7 other immigrants and also covered topics like the Canadian Dream Mindset. Now here's what we covered. Who we are and why should you listen to us? Study in Canada. Why, where, when, what, and how. How to move to Canada through studying in Canada and the study permit cap. Choosing what to study in Canada and your career path. Work in Canada. How, what, when, where. The Atlantic Immigration Program and the Rural and Northern Immigration Program. Visitor to Worker. Myths, how, where, and the Provincial Nominee Program. Canadianize your resume and how to find a job. International students, postgraduate work permits, and express entry category changes. Provincial Nominee Program for international students. Finding a job and networking resources and tips. Financial literacy, building wealth in Canada, and investing and money sense. Accounting and filing your tax return. Immigrant panel, 7 immigrants from different countries in different parts of Canada who migrated through different immigration programs, got scholarships, got rejected, and the reason one of them has left Canada. The Canadian Dream Mindset, real estate session, finding a place to live in Canada and relocating. Success story from a business and serial entrepreneur in Canada. We hope you were there, but if you missed it, don't worry. You can watch the replays at your leisure in the video library inside the Canadian Dreamers Club. There is a link in this blog post that you can click to find out more information about the club. Now, the key to making your Canadian dream a reality. The Canadian Dreamers Club soft launched in August, on the 4th of August 2023, and officially during the September Summit. It is the first of its kind in the Canadian immigration space where we offer ongoing coaching and support, resources, and accountability to support you on your Canadian immigration journey. When we think about the immigration journey, we tend to get tunnel vision and think solely or mostly about the actual immigration process. Oftentimes, aspects like our career goals, financial goals, home ownership goals, and other tax obligations get pushed to the back burner and are dealt with after the immigration application dust has settled. As a seasoned 10-year immigrant, I want to warn you against this, and I've put my money where my mouth is by providing you with a club to help you to achieve your goals with a holistic approach. Inside the club, you have access to a career coach, immigration consultant, financial broker, real estate agent, accountant, and me, your trusted Canadian immigration coach, and the list will continue to grow. You also have access to quality resources like my step-by-step book on how to progress through the immigration system from international student to Canadian citizen and everything in between, a resume course created by an international business consultant and coach, a video library updated weekly with all the past live recordings, Q&A sessions, answers to frequently asked questions, and much more. We have curated a supportive, intimate environment for you to make progress and stay motivated and accountable throughout the process before you get to Canada, after you get to Canada, and beyond. If there was something I wish I had when I was on my journey, this would be it. the information plus the seasoned, experienced people to help alleviate stress, remove the guesswork, and comfort me when the rejections threatened to steal my joy. This is exactly what I would have liked to have had when I was on my own journey. Come check out the club. Come check out the Canadian Dreamers Club for yourself for 3% off for the month of October. The coupon code is October23. There's no spaces. OCTOBER 23. Valid until October 31st. Express entry rapid fire. Now, September saw a series of 5 express entry rounds starting on September the 19th. A total of 8,300 individuals received invitations to apply for permanent residency in Canada across all express entry streams. This is promising news for those who are looking to make Canada their new home. On September 28th, we saw the first ever agriculture and agri-food occupations draw. The opportunities are expanding, and we are thrilled to see this new avenue for potential immigrants. Here's a quick recap of the express entry draws. On September 28th, they did an agriculture and agri-food occupation. They invited 600 people, and the score, CRS maximum score, was 354. On September 27th, the French language proficiency draw happened and 500 invitations were issued, and the CRS score was 472. On September 26th, they did a draw that was not specified to any program, which means that anybody who was in the express entry pool received an invitation. They issued 3,000 invitations, and the maximum CRS score was 504. September 20th, transportation occupations draw happened. They issued 1,000 invitations to people who were in that category, and the maximum score was 435. And on September the 19th, they also did a draw that was not specific to any program, which means anybody in the pool got an invitation to apply. 3,200 people got an invitation to apply for permanent residency in Canada, and the maximum score was 531. Now, we are eagerly anticipating how the rest of the year will unfold as Canada strives to meet its goal of inviting 500,000 people to live in Canada in 2023. There's a quick video that is linked to this blog post that you can watch to discover how this all relates to you. Moving on to the Parent and Grandparent Sponsorship Program. Now, Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada will flip the switch on this program in a very unexpected way. Now, on September 8th, they announced that the Parent and Grandparent Sponsorship Program will open on October the 10th and close on the 23rd of October. Here's the twist. They will be sending invitations to people who submitted an interest to sponsor form back in 2020. So, since we can't time travel, and if you had no interest in this program back in 2020 and did not submit an interest to sponsor form, you are immediately ineligible for this program for this year. Interestingly, in 2020, I submitted an interest to sponsor form for my parents, which means I still have a valid lottery ticket and can receive an invitation to apply for permanent residency for my parents. Now, this is not something I would have ever expected, and I had given up on any hope I had for this program after the 2020 window closed. The question I would ask now is this an expectation we should have for the years to come, or can the powers that be continue to change things along the way? The phrase, if you don't have a ticket, you don't stand a chance, is almost through the door, as with this lottery system, because the time to have bought a ticket was 3 years ago. Between October 10th and the 23rd of 2023, IRCC will send 24,200 invitations to apply to potential sponsors. Their goal is to accept up to 15,000 complete applications. May the odds be ever in your 2020 self's favor. The gold mine on YouTube. Now, there's always something for you over on YouTube. Between the monthly blog posts, staying tuned on YouTube is a great way to stay engaged and keep yourself on track with your Canadian immigration goals. Here are the September videos that you may have missed. What you must know before showing up into Canada for the easy Visitor to Worker program. 3 cons and 3 pros of moving to Canada in 6 minutes. Keep this in mind when looking for a job in Canada as an immigrant. Should you use a recruitment agency for Canada Visitor to Worker program? 7 reasons your Canada Visitor to Worker plan is failing. No express entry draw yet? What to do if you don't know anything about express entry in Canada? Should you apply alone or for the whole family on your Canadian student visa application? How do you overcome or avoid a rejected visa in Canada with McBean Immigration Consulting Inc.? If you answered yes to any of these Canadian immigration questions, here's what you should do. Canada Parent and Grandparent Family Sponsorship 2023 changes and proof of funds for this program. What can As Told by Canadian Immigrants do for you? Did the new tier system replace the NOC code? Immigration Canada. 2023 Canadian Immigration Summit attendee cash prize announcement. What's the express entry score for the September 19th draw 2023? Networking and job search resources for Canada. Everything you need to know about Canadian immigration all in one place. Do you want a list of LMIA exempt jobs in Canada? Another express entry draw today, plus every single way to move to Canada from A to Z. Advice to all future Canadian immigrants from current immigrants, and a question you must ask yourself. And a scholarship to study in Canada reignited her dream with Rochelle Thomas. Secret word game. On September the 26th, in the video linked to this blog post, I launched the secret word game. Here's how it works. Head over to YouTube and watch one of our most recent videos and listen for the secret word announcement in the video. Then go over to astoldbycanadianimmigrants.com/event and fill out the secret word game form for a chance to participate in one of our Canadian Dreamers Club coaching calls for free with either Christina, Michael, or Minerva. When you are selected as a winner, the offer is valid for 4 weeks to attend any one of the coaching calls happening within that 4-week span. This is a great opportunity to have your questions answered, taste the Canadian Dreamers Club experience, and get some direction on your personal situation. This is an easy way to take your first step or the next step towards your Canadian immigration goals. #just do it. Here's the October lineup in this link here. If you click it in the blog post, you shall see the schedule for what's coming up in October. LMIA approved or exempt list of jobs in Canada. Now, do you think you would benefit from a list of jobs in Canada that are from LMIA approved or exempt employers to help make your conversion from visitor to worker more seamless? There's a video over on YouTube, and it is also linked to this blog post that you can watch and then fill out the form to submit an interest in having a resource like this, if your answer is a resounding yes. Looking ahead to October. Now, for the month of October, you have many opportunities to easily plug into one of our live coaching calls as a Canadian Dreamers Club member or secret word winner. Now, on Wednesday, October 4th, yesterday, Canadian Immigration Orientation and Coaching Call and Q&A with Christina. On Saturday, October 7th, you have a Boost Your Career in Canada coaching call with Michael Kaiser. On Saturday, October 14th, you have a hands-on webinar, How to Power Up Your Resume for Canada. On Wednesday, October 18th, there's a Canadian Immigration Orientation Coaching Call and Q&A with Christina. And on Friday, October 27th, we have our monthly Immigration Consultant Live Q&A. Now, we will also be starting a new series on YouTube to continue to fill up your immigration cup, and this has started. On Mondays and Tuesdays, look out for videos from the series All Canadian Immigration Programs from A to Z. In this series, I'm going to break down who is eligible for the program, what the requirements are, how to go about applying, and rating this program on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being easy and 5 being hard, for the average typical person. On Wednesdays, look out for a cost of living video where we will cover all the aspects of cost of living in Canada across several provinces. On Thursdays, you will get some tips, tricks, and advice on how to succeed as a Canadian immigrant or aspiring Canadian immigrant. And on Fridays through to Sundays, you can expect a Canadian lifestyle video, a story talk from an immigrant in our community who came, saw, and conquered, and to help you keep motivated but also stay informed about the realities of Canadian immigration. And even just recently, which is not mentioned in this blog post, Fridays is going to be a day for students, prospective or current students. So look out for that starting next week, Friday. You will see different faces and get to experience all the professionals you have access to as part of this community. Wrapping it up, I am so happy and excited to be part of your Canadian immigration journey. Thank you for watching, reading, subscribing, following, participating, and engaging in what we have to offer. We are here for you and would be nothing without you. So I appreciate everyone who is part of this community. I look forward to serving you and seeing you inside the club. Dare to dream, make a plan, take that leap. Stay connected on YouTube and on Instagram and keep the faith. Yours truly, Christina.